This morning in studio, we are joined by Darien and Dawley. Darien, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming in to talk about Candlewick's upcoming show this weekend of Steel Magnolias, which you are not only the director of, but also play a part. What was the choice in taking on double duty?
Oh, well, I was originally cast in Steel Magnolias back in 2019, and then I think a month into rehearsals, COVID came and happened and took it from us. So I threw the script in the back of my closet. I always keep everything I work on and stuff. And so when the opportunity came to direct and choose my own play, Steel Magnolias actually fell perfectly into the parameters, and it was something that I'd always hoped I would be able to do again.
And what was the choice of Steel Magnolias?
Yeah, so Candlewick had done 12 Angry Men in the fall, and there had been a bit of a discussion about whether we would do an all-female play. And so I went searching for all the plays and stuff, and it ended up being kind of between Steel Magnolias and a British murder mystery. And then I found out what Candlewick was doing for their Valentine's Theatre, a British murder mystery. So I was like, I guess that makes it very clear. And it was kind of the one I had preferred to do anyway, but I didn't want to do it just because I was missing out on it, right? I wanted a unique experience, which Steel Magnolia certainly is. It's not only do you get a unique story, you also get a unique experience with an all-female cast.
For those who are maybe a little unfamiliar with the story or maybe have never watched the movie that many people know, what is the story?
Yeah, so Robert Harling, it's actually a true story. It's fiction based on real life, and Robert Harling wrote this for his sister's son so that he would grow up knowing what happened in this certain period. And so it's a story about a community of 6 very strong women who come together and form this bond that make it through, life's greatest and life's worst moments.
And of course, you mentioned 6 strong women in the show, but all played by 6 strong local women as well.
That's right. We have Robin Weeb, Erin Tackaberry, Hannah Franz, Darlene Reimer, Della Friesen, and myself. And so we each play someone who is very much different from the other, but they all work in tandem. There's witty lines that just keep coming, and we've really worked to make that seamless, and we are laughing our butts off. So we hope the audience come and laugh their butts off.
Good. And you mentioned you've been acting since you were in high school, but this is your directorial debut. That's
right. Yeah, I have been. This has been something that's I'm trying to make a career out of eventually. So I started, I guess, in high school in grade 9, and I've done, short films here and there, and I'm doing acting classes in Winnipeg. But the theater is always where I'll have started, right? So I've done a lot of one Flatland show and a lot of Candlewick shows. So I'm very close to that.
What keeps you on stage? What makes it exciting?
I think the stories and the characters. So the overall story is really important, but if you find a character that you can really connect to and fall into, it's almost like falling into this story where everything else about your real life disappears, and it's just this moment in time, the faces that you're looking at on stage, the audience isn't there, and just the things that you're experiencing with them, not only within the story, but off stage too, whereas they come together in real life, you have this community.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk about what the prep work has looked like, learning the lines, getting the costumes together, that kind of thing.
Wow, the costumes, yeah. So we've had the women kind of bring stuff from their own home, the back of the closets, 80s stuff. They're like, oh, I found this in a box, and I thought this would be perfect, or I'm donating this. I meant to donate it a long time ago, but now I'm donating it to the theater for their 80s stock. And so that's been a really wonderful thing to have the support from the cast and having them bring their costumes, them bring their own tables for set, or saying this is what happened in the 80s. I think this would be great. Let's go find that. So that's been really wonderful.
And you've been in the Pembina Valley for about 3 years, and you've already been a part of multiple shows. What's the theater scene like through your eyes?
I think we're always welcoming to new people. So we have a summer musical coming up, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. So if anybody's looking to get into the theater scene, to be a part of it themselves, I would invite you to connect with Richard and get an audition for the summer musical. Even if you can't sing, even if you can't dance, don't let that deter you, because you can just be part of the ensemble or the choir, which I am. I can't sing, I can't dance, but being a part of it on itself is just its own special experience. And then, then you have kind of a ticket into the the spring, fall, winter shows where we kind of pick from that list instead of having open auditions.
Why should somebody come check out Steel Magnolias this weekend?
Well, I think everybody should come check out Steel Magnolias. We have the youngest character is 19, the oldest character is about 70. So even if you don't fall into that age range, the comments are witty, the heartbreaking moments are heartfelt, the warm moments are for everybody. It's a story that, it's not just about women, it's about hope, it's about life, it's about the community that people come together and form and strengthen through each other. Just because it happens in a beauty salon doesn't mean that it's not for people who would ever enter a beauty salon. You can come enter one right now at Candlewick.
Finally, Darien, if people want to check out this show, where is it happening, when is it happening, and how can we get tickets?
It is happening at the Kenmore Theatre on 7th Street in Morden, in one of beautiful historic locations. It's April 12th, 13th, 14th. If you want to go for Friday and Saturday, it's going to happen at 7 p.m. But if you're looking for an earlier show, it's going to be at 3. And then you can get your tickets online, candlewick.ca. Go through there, get them in advance. The adults are going to be about $20, but if you want to show up at the door a half hour before, they're going to be about $25. But you can definitely do that. We don't sell out online, so you can walk in and for sure get a seat there. Or you can call 822-SHOW and book your tickets through the phone there.
Sounds good. Well, Darien, in your final few days leading up to the show, break a leg and hope everything turns out well.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Nicole Clausen. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you have something you'd like to share with the Pembina Valley, we'd love to have you on the morning show. Send us an email at news@PembinaValleyOnline.com. And remember, like this video and share it with your friends.